take you into Delta Force in a step-by-step way. Hello, dear friends, I'm Ji Jun. Welcome to continue watching my guide video. Hand in hand, while the main video of the guide series is updated, I plan to start a small branch in this issue to introduce to all the newbies. Briefly introduce the operators in Delta Force. So in this first episode, let's start with the new operator in Season 5. Let's start with her. Clarion by codenamed Swift. Codenamed Gale, positioned as an assault. For some reasons, players tend to call her Sister Jang. As the first female assault operator in Delta. Female assault officer, her strength and popularity are equally outstanding. As for me, after being imprisoned in the 3x3 mission, I used her excellent skill mechanism. In the service, I made a big impact in S5 with her. The experience in the battle mode is not bad, but it wasn't particularly amazing. Due to the specific values and energy points of skills will change with the size of the version update. So in the video of operator section, I only introduced the skill form and my personal recommended playing ideas. Passive skill, burst type support spine. It will accelerate the swimming speed of Wind Rush, but currently, maps where we can swim is limited to the newly released Tidal Prison. Is really a perfect match for the new character. The regular operation method of the new map. The second effect of the passive skill, when we actively use the second skill to roll, or bullets pass by, or when there is an explosive projectile, it will impose a movement acceleration effect. The acceleration effect has an internal CD of the passive skill of G-Feng. Although it's not the strongest, but it's not useless, which is very suitable for its own skill set. Rolling and sprinting can quickly grab positions. We can also actively use the change of speed and our own body movement to avoid mid and long-range gun lines. When the ultimate skill is activated, after the ultimate's cast time, aim all point will be left in place, and connect the anchor point to itself with rope. During this period, you can use the ultimate skill again, or long press H to release the rope. If you are knocked down during the ultimate, you will be automatically pulled back and get a chance, a 15-second self-rescue opportunity. You must keep holding during the self-rescue. If interrupted, you can't save yourself again. In the current version, the total length of the rope is 45 meters. If it exceeds this range, there will be a warning, and enter a short timer. The ultimate will be automatically interrupted. Okay, let's talk about the details of the ultimate. First of all, why I emphasize that is the total length of the rope is 45 meters, not the range of the ultimate skill is 45 meters. We can find a tree or a box to conduct an experiment. We can find that even if we are spinning in place. The distance from the anchor will also increase as the rope is consumed. Then the path of our ultimate skill's return is affected by the path we move when we cast it. Is the same path when the rope is fully stretched. The return time is basically equal to the cast time of the third skill, about 3 seconds. Secondly, whether we are manual or knocked down, the return journey is not invincible. We will also be affected by damage. For example, here, before being knocked down, I was attached by this vigor with a C4. Then during the return process, I was very, very desperate. I didn't even have a chance to save myself. And I also remind my teammates stay away to avoid bringing them a huge surprise. And when we use our ultimate skill and jump down from a high enough place, we will be suspended and greatly extend the duration of the ultimate. During suspension, we can use the direction keys to make slight movements, just like swinging on a swing, and press H to release the rope at the same time, and land with the second skill, but we must pay attention to the height to avoid falling to death, like in the video. During the ultimate, we can also press H2 to pick up the box on the ground, and then use the ultimate skill to move the box across the terrain. This carrying effect is limited to those who have died. For those down, but for downed teammates and enemies who haven't died, it's all useless. Finally, there is another misconception about this ultimate. As you can see here, after I use the ultimate skill in the zipline, the ultimate skill will end immediately. So can we conclude that if I use a zipline that is longer than the rope's length, the ultimate skill will end immediately and enter cooldown.
But let's try another zipline to see what happens.
Isn't it amazing? It didn't end at all. Let's come to a conclusion. According to the rigorous test of my good Captain Lao Wu, after G-Feng uses if it is forced to move vertically beyond the height of its automatic suspension, about 9 to 10 meters, then at this time, the ultimate skill will be cancelled. So we should try to avoid vertical direction. That is, the zipline moving vertically. The zipline with a height difference of less than 9 meters will not be affected. Meanwhile, the zipline moving in the horizontal direction will not affect the effect of the ultimate. During the ultimate move, we can use stairs, ladder slopes, etc. to move vertically in the vertical direction. Will not forcefully cancel the ultimate skill. In general, after we use our ultimate skill, we should try to avoid more than 10 meters in one go. Vertical movement. Otherwise, the ultimate skill will be forcibly interrupted, or we were going to do a big jump and a roll. A very cool move, but suddenly we are caught in the air, and then we awkwardly swing like a swing. The second skill is Tactical Roll. I think this is the core skill of the Wind Blitz, and one of the best skills in the game Delta, one of the best skills. When using the skill, it will roll in the direction. Roll in the specified direction for about 7 meters, with a cooldown of 40 seconds. At the same time, it can only roll on the ground, and you can't attack during the rolling process. Defeating minions will greatly reduce the cooldown time, about 70% of the current cooldown. killing an agent. The cooldown will be reduced to less than 1 second. It won't be refreshed immediately to limit the strength of the skill, but in the battle mode, the skill will be fully refreshed. It can achieve an infinite cycle of 1 kill in 1 roll. First of all, we can look at it from the enemy's perspective. The rolling speed is still very fast.
It can be said that this is a way to pull the line,
or to gather information, and seize the timing to catch the enemy. Ordinary people can't react at all. If used properly, it can turn defeat into victory, and create miracles. It is worth mentioning that tactical roll has some additional effects. Firstly, when falling from a height, you can press V in advance, and then connect with a roll to reduce damage, to reduce falling damage, and immune to the buff of broken bones. Secondly, when we are on fire, we can use tactical roll to quickly put out the fire. Thirdly, if we encounter obstacles with a certain slope, we can use the roll to move vertically in the vertical. Third skill, wall-piercing electric thorn, throw an electric drill. Attached to the obstacle, it will pass the obstacle after 3 seconds. To the enemy behind it, apply a 2-second paralysis effect. There will be a corresponding warning in the enemy's view. And the drill can be aimed by long pressing G. While aiming, you can see the thickness of the brick wall after release, with a maximum thickness of 7 meters. It's worth mentioning that the tail of the drill will also cause the same paralysis and disarmament effect. The basic function of breaking the gun is not to be said when we are at a disadvantage in the game, such as teammates being captured. Then we can just throw the drill on the ground, which can also delay the opponent's attack. Whether it's reviving, carrying bags, or other various actions, will be forcibly interrupted by the paralysis effect. If the drill is thrown accurately enough, it can also be attached to the character. After the explosion, it will be centered on the character, causing a group disarmament effect. The character who is most likely to carry our to charge into the battle, who it is, you guys have already guessed it, right? Okay, so the above is a brief introduction to the skills of this operator. Next, let me talk about my personal playing style. For reference, first, if you are a novice player and want to try the assault position, I highly recommend G-Feng to you. Traditional assault roles often represents higher risks and rewards. Once I choose to charge forward, it will be a life and death situation. It can quickly determine the outcome of a game. As for the operator G-Feng, makes me feel like a half assault, has a very high tolerance for basic information. We can fully utilize the high fault tolerance of the after activation to explore information in 45 meters to help our information position, to save some skills, and ultimate doesn't have to be used after being knocked down. After exploring some useful information, you can manually pull it back when the goal is achieved, and then replenish your state with the help of teammates, and let the information position use skills to explore the complete information. Finally, we can formulate a complete strategy.
This is the initial contact between the two teams.
After confirming the information, the second ultimate skill can be combined with the second skill's roll to try to exchange positions with the opponent. Use our down self-rescue mechanism to trade as many lives as possible. Then based on the results, communicate with teammates while saving yourself. I'm a fool. I need my brothers to hold the line. Get up and wait for a big move to continue probing. Or say, I've knocked down 2. 1 more left. You guys go ahead. He is over there. Communication is very important. It's very important. Not just for the operator G-Feng, of course. The way I mentioned above is quite risky. It's all based on the cooperation of fixed teammates, or the random teammates are willing to cooperate with us. If after the start of the game, it's already certain if our random teammates are scattered, then we should try not to attack too hard, or play cautiously ourselves. Okay, so that's all for this. Is the content of this operator section. We have simply introduced the operator, the operator G-Feng. The above content is for your reference only. If you have better ideas, please feel free to leave a message in the comment. Meanwhile, please give me a follow and like to support me. To support me, your support is the biggest motivation for me to update. See you in the next video.
Good. High temperature and efficiency is up.